So,
Yeah.
you're no Nika.
Oh.
Damn it, you're not even a Brooke. But you'll do in a pinch. I'm embracing the concept of a guest on the show lately, and I'm wondering how you feel about that. Everyone loved all the space in between when you were gone.
That's a shame. I was hoping it would really
Bomb, yeah.
I was hoping it would be the show would really enter its flop era.
Not
on
quite.
The weekend I was away.
No, people were like, "This, I like this formula. How about just Mitch with a reoccurring
I'll just
person
be one of the mods who is cycled through.
You also happen to be my wife.
Yeah.
So, hey, a special episode. My wife's on the show.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Well, we'll switch it up. Like, one episode it'll be like my wife. One episode it'll be like mod.
Mm-hmm.
One episode it'll be like a special guest, very talented artist and photographer, Billy Blossom.
Oh, so it's all, I get it. It's all you.
It's all me. It's all me, baby.
For seasoned listeners, and I'm sorry to interrupt you, it's just you were going on so long. You were not technically a co-host for the first 100 episodes.
What was I?
You were a reoccurring guest.
I was a recurring guest. Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
And it wasn't until the 100th episode that I dropped down to one knee.
Yeah.
And I asked if you would co-host this podcast with me.
I was a reoccurring guest who had reoccurred on 99 out of those 100 episodes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty strong.
Whereas I've had a perfect streak.
That's true.
I've had a perfect streak.
True.
Every episode has had me.
Yeah, I'm yet to do an episode without you. I couldn't, is the thing, because I can't do the mixing.
You can't mix the episodes. And even if you could, wouldn't let you.
I'm far too meticulous and controlling with the levels. Yeah.
I would not let you do it. I'm going to take these headphones off as an experiment.
Would you let me record a podcast without you in it and then you would mix it?
Let me answer that without headphones.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm usually not recording without headphones on, so hopefully I get the levels right. How do I sound? I'm more comfortable like this.
Well, maybe that's the important thing.
Yeah, stretch out the arms. Beautiful intro by Slow Smog.
Okay, it's I have to tell you, you're really quiet and far away.
I was far from the microphone, actually.
Okay.
Okay. So you're still wearing headphones. Did I sound okay? Hello.
Yeah.
Okay.
That sounded great. Don't listen too carefully while you're mixing.
Whoa, no.
It sounded great.
Okay.
Yeah.
You had a mixing question.
Yeah. Well, no. Well, I had a show question.
Something about the EQ in the upper 2000 range,
the
right?
range, yeah, that kind of piercing frequency range, yeah. No, would you let me do an episode without you if you got to mix it?
Yeah, definitely.
That would be funny.
I would love that. Because then by the time I heard the episode and I was mixing it, it would be the first time I heard
fresh.
it. It's not just like, because currently, and it's been slowly driving me mad, I have a conversation with somebody and then I have to listen to the conversation right after.
Yeah, which is a strange experience to have.
It's really, you would think it's kind of fun. It's not. I know all the jokes.
Mostly
I was there for it.
infuriating.
Yeah, because I hear all the technical things that I got wrong when I was talking. I'm like, oh, I didn't even, I meant to say a completely different word there, and I just didn't say it. But, actually, speaking of Nika, I have a text from Nika, and I've been looking out for a text from Nika because this is actually kind of complicated. Nika is going to visit Brooke right now, and I'm supposed to text Brooke when Nika's 10 minutes away.
What?
Yeah,
what?
Yeah.
Why can't Nika text Brooke when...
Because Nika's in Canada right now, where she doesn't have service.
Oh my god!
So she can hit me up because technically it's not long distance. It's not like... because we're both from the United States. So I have to now text Brooke and say, Nika is 10 minutes away. I'm actually going to take a call right now.
Oh my god.
You can just read the first question.
We should get Nika and Brooke to do an episode while they're together.
Oh, and just them?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Nika Brooke episode.
That would be neat.
Yeah. We'll do a feed drop.
That's nice. That's nice. I was going to say that's nuts.
That's nuts.
That'd be crazy for the listeners.
That's bonkers.
Beautiful intro by Slow Smog.
Beautiful intro by Slow Smog.
That is slowsmog.com. That's it. Slowsmog.com. And this is all the space in between. My name is Mitch.
My name is Billy.
I gotta put the headphones back on. I'm
Welcome.
sorry.
Go put them on. Put them on.
Ugh.
You want to read our first question right off the bat?
Yeah.
Or first email?
I'll do it.
Go on.
We actually didn't. Oh, God, my phone's at like 2%. This one is from Slow Smog.
This one's from Matt himself.
And it says, I bought slughog.fun. Are you happy now? Sent from my hog fun.
He bought slughog.fun.
I said I didn't want to encourage Matt to do anything crazy because he already couldn't afford slowsmog.org.
.org. Well, .org is a little bit expensive to maintain.
Well, it's prestigious. That's
not
why
everyone's like us with blossom.org, flatsound.org.
Yeah, it's $300 a month. I bought slughog.fun based off of one joke we made 2 episodes ago.
Based off of a very fleeting joke, Slow Smog now has slughog.fun.
So I guess visit slughog.fun
.fun.
to check out Matt's music.
Is that's an enticing? I'd want to go there.
Slughog.fun.
It has the same, like, if someone's like, hey, check it, you gotta go to this URL. You gotta go to this web page. This HTTP.
This girl's in a tub and you have to see it.
That's exactly the energy that it has. Yeah, it's like, check out slughog.fun. Yeah. It has the same energy as like Lemon Pie.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
A bunch of lemons are having a party and you're gonna have to witness it yourself.
Yeah. It's some wild stuff. It's really got that kind of 2006 like joke URL about it, and I like that.
Yeah,
I like that. I think we could make this a viral sensation.
I think we could too.
Do we still have Small Hog?
We do still have Small Hog for another like 6 months probably.
Small Hog versus Slug Hog.
Who can rack up the most hits? Slughog.fun or what is ours? Smallhog.com.
Is it .com?
I think it's .com.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure we scored a .com.
That's a pretty... Wow, no one else wanted smallhog.com?
During the .com boom that kind of slipped through people's fingers.
Oh my god, it is .com.
Yeah.
That's a premium fucking
That's why I got it. That's why I got it
there.
right then. That's why I was like, I have to purchase this now.
Holy shit, this is a good website.
It's way better than a .fun. It could be anything.
How much did a .fun set you back, do you think?
$5 a year, probably.
Interesting.
Or less.
Interesting, yeah.
There was no .fun boom. And for good reason.
The .fun bubble burst quite early on, I think. Yeah.
So, check out Matt's music. He's been, really struggling lately.
Oh my god.
He told me that in a really personal DM.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not financially.
Should you be sharing that?
Should I be sharing the pics of the DM? I don't think I should do that, but if you really want to, on the YouTube.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
The DM. He's groveling. He's groveling. But not for money. I think that's the craziest thing is that he's doing really well financially. He was actually born with a silver spoon in his mouth. He's a rich kid. Yeah. But he's struggling for like attention. I think that's what it is. It's a cry. He's crying. It's for help.
Okay.
It's a cry for help, but it's for attention.
Okay.
Matt Jones, it turns out, is his last name. I've learned that from this email.
That's a funny name to have.
Yeah, it's like a superhero or someone in a comic book.
Yeah, they're just like, I need a normal alias.
Do you think the Counting Crows song "Mr. Jones" is about Matt? It's about Slughog, Slow Smog himself.
It has to be.
Do you think Mr. Jones is about...
How many Mr. Joneses can there be?
I only know the one.
I only know one.
I only knew 2 that I'm convinced are the same person now.
I knew quite a few Mr. Jones. I knew a whole Jones family. Anyway, slughog.fun. Go
to it.
Go to it.
Should we do an actual email? Okay. That's fine. Before we do...
Okay.
I wanted to say that just last Friday, we had our first game night in the Discord.
Oh, we did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just 2 days ago.
It kicked ass.
It did kick ass.
It was a lot of fun.
It was very sick. Yeah.
If you're a part of the Discord, please at least go to the announcements channel and scroll up to the fucking poster we made for it.
The poster that actually I had no part in it at all. I was downstairs working. You and Brooke were making the poster, and
Yeah.
I was like, I'll come up when I'm finished and give it that little, give it that little,
A little thing it needs. Yeah.
But I came up and didn't need to do anything
It was
because you
done.
nailed it.
Uh-huh.
You made such a cute fucking graphic for it.
It's really, really cool. So please go at least check that out. And if you're not a part of the Discord, that's patreon.com/flatsound to join and to support. I haven't charged anyone in the Discord for like ever. I feel like
we actually had to give our accountant like a breakdown of some of your incomes things, and you looked at how often you charged people on Patreon last year. Do you remember how many times it was that you charged people?
Was it
last year?
Was it 2?
It was 2.
Yeah, I charged them 2 times in the year. Every 6 months, I'll be like, all right, give me $1.
2 times. So
I don't know why. A lot of the stuff I do costs money, but
yeah.
I guess that makes sense because during the breakdown of the finances, I'm always like, man, Flattown makes a lot of money. How come I don't have money? And then you break everything down, and it just
it's horrific.
It checks out. Like it all
annoyingly, the
it all
numbers
checks
add up.
out on paper. Yeah, I'm like, well, at least I'm not getting audited. Like this all makes sense. I have as much as I should, which is like it's not enough.
Not as much as you think.
Yeah. It's not as much as you think based off of what Flat Sound pulls in, but what we're doing with it is not smart.
What you're doing with it is not smart.
It's not
Leave
wise.
Me out
No.
of this. Anyway, you don't charge very often on Patreon.
No, so join. And
if you're joining, you're getting a great deal just based on how allergic Mitch is to pressing the charge button on his Patreon.
I just won't do it very often. Yeah.
Yeah.
I might do it soon. Who knows? But then, come on, support me.
I'm
Patreon.
doing mine soon. I'm doing mine this month.
Are you?
Yeah.
Does that mean a zine is coming?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Your first zine since being in the Americas?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
I decided. I miss making them.
Mm.
I'm going to do one.
I'm sure people miss getting them.
Yeah.
And we miss that cha-ching payday. So if you want a zine from Billy, there's another little Patreon you can go and support. It's patreon.com/BLSSM.
That's me.
There we go.
That's me.
There we go. Oh, wait. I want to talk a little bit more about game night. It was fun.
night.
We played golf with your friends.
Yeah.
I was told that was cross-platform like my whole life. And
That was a lie.
That was not true.
Mm-hmm,
So like a day before game night, I was like, oh, sorry, it turns out golf with your friends is not cross-platform, so only people on the Switch can play.
With us. Yeah. Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, but we still played, and it was fun. We
It
streamed.
ruled.
How long did we stream?
I don't know, a few hours.
It was like 5 hours.
Was it?
I did the math.
That's so long.
It was so long.
Oh my god, I guess it was 5 hours. Yeah, we did a 5-hour gaming stream.
It was 5 hours that we were streaming.
It was really fun though.
So I was streaming in the Discord. People can watch my screen, and we were all on mic and talking and playing just round after round of golf with our friends.
Yeah.
And it was fun. So the next time we do it, I'm thinking it's going to be Wednesday. It turns out Friday night was not the best day.
Friday night. Apparently people aren't all indoors on their computers on
Yeah.
that time.
Historically, people have been going out on Friday night for a bit now.
Yeah.
And I never got the memo. But Friday night, probably not going to do that again. We're going to see if we can get an even better turnout, even though the turnout was great.
It was.
But there were multiple people that like wanted to come and couldn't.
Yeah.
So maybe Wednesday, maybe Thursday, something like that.
Wednesday.
But
Yeah.
join the Discord and go into the roles channel and assign yourself the little Game Boy role to get notified of whenever we do a stream. The next one we're playing is cross-platform, and it's going to be Rocket League.
It's going to be Rocket League, which I have never played before in my life.
I'm very shit at Rocket
believe
League.
you're a car that plays football, soccer.
Yes,
English
exactly.
football.
That's exactly the whole game.
And you're a car and the car plays football.
Well, you have a rocket on the back too.
The car also has a rocket.
Uh-huh.
So that's what we... I don't know how to play it. I've literally never opened the game before in my life.
You're a bunch of rockets, a part of a league.
And so that's where the name comes from.
That's why they call it that.
Yeah.
So we're playing Rocket League. I know that there's some people on the server who are like quite good at it. I'm not one of them, but I think it'll be fun. It'll be cool. So come join us for game night.
Yeah.
Add over. No fucks given.
Oh, okay.
What's another like dated millennial thing to say?
Why are you asking me?
Because we're old now.
Oh my god. No fucks given.
Like that like old like webcomic that's like I'm gonna clean all the things. Remember that?
Oh, yeah. From Ali, what's her name? Yeah. I actually had the book of that.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's embarrassing. I don't know why you'd say that.
Well, here's the thing. The comic that panel was from, I quite liked the comic, and I read it for years previously to it becoming a meme. I used to follow them on, like, Blogspot or whatever.
Wow. Holy shit, that's old.
Yeah.
Holy shit, you're old.
Then that one panel became a huge meme.
Yeah, and amongst the wrong crowd.
Yes.
Amongst kind of a doggo crowd, right?
Yeah.
Amongst kind of a keep calm and carry on type.
Yes,
type
absolutely.
Crowd.
Yeah. I'm forgetting what Ali McBill. It's
McBeal?
Ali something. It's Ali something. Anyway, I have the book. I might even have it downstairs.
Wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We got to get to an actual question. This is an advice podcast, by the way.
By the way, this is an advice podcast where we answer emails that people send to us to our email address, which is
all the space in between at gmail.com. Send us an email sometime, especially if your email goes a little something like this. It's called Amy's Vegan Pickle. And it goes, "Hey Mitch and Billy, my pickle today is one that might hit close to home since I've heard Mitch mention Amy's vegan soups before on here. I recently found out that Amy's has been exploiting their workers, union busting, and people have said that they don't even follow allergens and even let stuff like rocks into their soups. I'm so sad about this because it's really hard to find easy vegan food. Gardein and Morningstar just don't hit the same. Do you guys have any favorites or maybe a recipe or two you love making? Thanks, a sad little vegetarian listener."
Okay. First things first. I did hear about the union busting.
You told me about it.
I told you about the union. I was like, bad news for us.
Yeah, because I eat quite a lot of Amy's.
Yeah. Exploiting workers bad. Union busting, very, very bad. Laying rocks in your soup. Listen, that one, first of all, sounds like a rumor. That doesn't sound like...
I think the last two sound like rumors.
Or
and
it's
the
just,
first
I
two
don't
are-
doubt someone got a rock in their soup, but I don't think that Amy's is over there being like,
Yeah,
sprinkling a few in.
Putting some pebbles into the... I'm going to put this lentil-sized pebble into the black can.
You try and tell the difference between a lentil and a lentil-sized
It's
pebble. It's
hard.
very hard. It's
You
very
ever
difficult.
sorted the beans before? It's fucking difficult.
I've seen you sort the beans.
Boring.
Gotta get the rocks out of the
Sometimes you
beans.
just kind of skip it. You know, you're like, wait, if there's a rock, there's a rock.
There's a rock, there is a rock. Yeah. Anyway, union busting, unforgivable.
Obviously,
terrible,
that sucks.
Terrible thing to do.
Obviously, that's not good.
Yeah. So I did tell you that, and I was like, this is terrible news for us, because although, yeah, you have definitely mentioned Amy's soups on here before. It's been a while since you've actually indulged
I
in
don't
Amy's
really
soup.
eat Amy soups anymore.
What's funny that people don't know is that you like half live off of Amy's like frozen microwavable meals. So.
It's how I'll start like most of my days.
Most of Rich's days are started with an Amy's frozen meal.
Here's my day. I'll just pick an Amy's.
Yeah.
And it's usually the what is it called? The it's the one with the black beans.
The black bean
and the
casserole, Mexican casserole.
with like the
Yeah.
tortillas and the
Cheese.
and the cheese.
Yeah.
I'll have one of those.
Yeah.
I'll have 2 bars
Yeah.
of Kind Bar protein breakfast bars. And sometimes I'll have a hint water.
Yeah.
It doesn't add calories, but it's fun.
Is it now?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a little fun.
Okay.
Because I try and like, I've had issues with gaining weight like my entire life, and this is just an easy way for me to be like, well, see, the bowl's 400 to 500 calories, and then the bar itself is doing that. That's the adding another. Oh my god, I'm getting like 700, 800 calories in this little meal.
You got to start strong. Yeah.
And then I kind of pitter out.
I'm full. Anyway, terrible news for us.
It is.
because
So they're still bad? Is that the thing?
I think they're currently still being bad. So that's the good news is that if you stop buying them, that'll make a huge dent in there.
I'll just send them a
based
letter,
on the
a
volume.
threat.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna lose a really valuable customer here. Okay,
I literally eat one every day.
I think I give you thousands of dollars a month.
Yeah.
So yeah, but if I'm being real, you have told me a little bit about like what's been going on. I haven't really looked into it much myself, and I probably should because I hate shit like this. But I haven't stopped buying it. Should I?
Yeah, the workers are specifically calling for a boycott. Yeah, there's like little signs in the shops being like, Amy's workers are asking for people to boycott the products until
Really?
I guess they stop union busting. Yeah.
I could do that. I could do that.
Can you?
Yeah, I didn't have one today. I almost
That's
did, but
true.
I didn't.
It's true.
I wanted a BLT instead.
Yeah.
I have one more Amy's. I have one more Amy's in the freezer right now. I'm
Yeah.
gonna eat it.
Okay.
All right.
Well, yeah. Well, you've already bought it.
Letting you know right
There'd
now.
be no point not eating it.
We're doing a shop today,
Yeah.
and I will buy no Amy's.
Really?
I'm not gonna buy Amy's, even
Okay,
though
Okay. Yeah.
my hands are shaking because after this, I'm out. I'm all out of Amy's.
Well, you still got their frozen burritos left.
I do.
So,
Oh, thank
yeah.
God. Okay.
Thank God I stocked up before this whole union shit.
Yeah. As soon as I heard of the union,
Oh.
the union busting, I pretended to not hear about it and stockpile a second freezer. Well, I guess I have to stop now. Fuck. And I have enough to last me like 6 months. Damn, I wish I would have done that. So I can continue eating it without feeling bad.
We are going shopping today.
I'll buy none.
Okay.
I'll buy none.
Cool.
I'll buy no Amy's.
Cool.
Kind is still a kind company, right? They're good.
I don't know.
I keep seeing them on Shark Tank,
I
which
saw him
always
on
makes
Shark
me
Tank quite
feel
a
like,
lot.
oh, this they might be bad then, I guess, because he's a shark. You know?
Which is scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I the only way I've been maintaining getting enough calories is just like eating Kind bars and Amy's lately, and I'll have like normal meal, normal dinner, normal snacks and stuff. You know?
Yeah.
But Kind bars and Amy's really fill that gap because it adds almost like seriously 1,000 calories to my day.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
It is.
I love Amy's.
Oh my God.
I don't know. Maybe we need to read between the lines. Maybe the union's asking for too much.
The thing they're asking for too much is a toilet break.
Toilet, yeah. So a raise that matches like inflation. I'll buy no Amy's today.
Anyway, this person's actual question. Blah, 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 blah. They were saying it's really hard to find easy vegan food. Gardena, Morningstar just don't hit the same. Do you guys have any favorites? Well, unfortunately, Mitch's favorite is Amy's.
It's
so-
Amy's, and I don't even like eat their vegan stuff usually.
No, you eat their vegetarian. This person is a vegetarian listener, though. So,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, speaking as a gluten-free juggalo,
Yeah. Gluten-free pescatarian juggalo.
mhm.
Yeah, you don't
I
have
don't
eaten
eat
fish in a long
I don't
time.
eat
Yeah,
fish.
maybe you're
I haven't
vegetarian
had fish in
now.
years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gluten-free vegetarian juggalo.
And even then, I don't like a lot of cheese.
Mm-hmm.
I like an egg, though.
Yeah.
But I don't like a lot of egg. But I love hint. And I love when you touch my arms.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's true.
Gardein. I haven't had their stuff in a long time because a lot of it has gluten in it.
It's glue.
A lot of it's wheat
Mhm.
gluby.
Mm-hmm.
Morningstar, same reason. Like unless you're having a black bean burger and it's like 2000, it's 2022. We shouldn't be eating black bean burgers anymore. Then most of their stuff's not gluten free.
Yeah.
So this is all coming from the place of a a person who doesn't really eat a lot of Morningstar, a lot of. Oh my God.
What?
This is a sabotage.
What?
You picked this question on purpose to talk about soup. Didn't you? Admit it. Admit it. That's what you were talking about in the living room earlier. Oh my God. Before we started recording, you said you said in this really cryptic way, you said I love you, and I said I love you too, and you're playing with my hair, and then you said just remember that. No matter what I say on the podcast today, that I love you. And I said, what the fuck does that mean? And then you played with my hair and you said, forget about it. You were going to talk about the soup.
You know what's funny? Is you're right, but I completely forgot that I was going to do that until you just brought it up.
I'm just realizing what
Yeah,
question we're answering.
I did answer this
Because
I
they
wanted to
asked
talk
for a
about
soup recipe.
They did ask for a soup recipe.
Okay, say it. Go ahead. No, the floor is all yours. Go for it.
If you hadn't have just said that, you would have got off scot-free because I forgot.
How was I supposed to know you forgot? I'm just realizing that I was cornered just now. Tell the story.
Tell the story about the soup.
Yeah.
Okay.
Paint me
All right.
black when I used to be gold.
I hate being married to a poet.
Go.
All right. The scene. My Discord server a couple of days ago. A few days ago.
So long ago.
Yeah,
like a week ago.
maybe like 5 days ago
Yeah.
or something. My Discord server, Hellspace. Everyone's talking about soups.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's saying, what's your favorite kind of soup? One says a potato soup. I'm like, that's a respectable choice. Everyone's talking about, oh, I wish I could eat soup right now. Oh, if only I had soup vegetables. I look in the pantry. Who has soup vegetable? Me. I have soup vegetables.
You have some.
I have some. I don't have any celery. I've got potatoes. I've got onions.
Take note of that,
I've got
everyone.
carrots.
No celery. Go on.
There's no celery. What has that got anything to do with it? I would have preferred celery, but there wasn't any.
I'm making my case.
Okay. All right. There was... Okay. So, I find a recipe
We were out of salt, too. Go on.
No, we were... I find a recipe for potato soup. Potato soup. And I'm saying to Mitch, I really want to make soup because everyone's talking about soup and I'm hungry for soup. And he's like, make some soup. And I was like, okay, here's the thing though. If I were at home alone, then I would just make a recipe from scratch and feel fine about it and I'll just eat whatever happens. But I'm like, I don't want to do that with you because you're very picky about what you eat. And I don't want to like make a soup that is not going to get eaten.
It's true.
And you say, no, just make it. I'll be fine. I'll eat the soup. And I go and find the recipe and I say, okay, this recipe makes 6 servings.
Mm-hmm.
This recipe feeds 6 people. So I, being sensible, I'm going to half it so it only feeds 3. And what do you say to me?
I don't quite recall.
No.
Because I was under a lot of stress at the time,
Oh my
financial
God.
and emotional.
Oh my God.
Dealing with a lot of like inter-family
Okay.
things at the time.
Right.
I believe I said something like, do what you think is best?
No.
Oh,
No.
all
You
right.
said, no, make 6. You said make 6 servings of soup. You said, I want it and I'm gonna want to have leftovers of it as well.
Got it.
That's what you said to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I slaved away in the kitchen, making a just huge, just an unreasonably, would serve a family.
It's like a full pot, yeah.
Full pot of fucking soup that was great. Potato soup, stock in it, onion, garlic, carrot. Delicious.
Here's where things went awry. I started helping you toward the end of it.
Yeah.
And you know how when you're like cooking, sometimes you sort of
by helping, I asked you to stir it while I did something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I was.
So you stirred.
I mean, this thing was thick. I was slaving away at this. I was using both arms. Ooh, ooh. And I was just stirring the soup. Mm-hmm. You know, my dad used to say that sometimes when you're cooking, you'll get less hungry. And now, I want the listeners to really look inside themselves right now.
Oh my God.
Look, peer inward, and ask yourself if that's true or not. Sometimes when you're making particularly soup, and I don't know why.
It's not particularly soup. It's
soup.
not particularly soup.
When you're making soup in particular.
No.
He used to say that it would sometimes it would just absorb into your pores.
That's impossible.
I know it's impossible. It's a metaphor. It absorbs into your pores. And when it's finally time to make that soup, make the meal for it. You know, my mother, dear woman.
Yeah.
She used to work really hard in the kitchen, much like I was.
Wait, you stirred?
And
you
was
stirred for like
over
the 1
those
minute.
hot pans
my
for so
God.
long. And it was time for all of us to eat.
Yeah.
She would only just have a very small portion because she wasn't hungry anymore. Mm-hmm. She just wasn't hungry anymore. I've experienced that. Maybe it runs in the blood. Hey, maybe it's genetic.
I can't express to you how little of a time you stirred for.
Here's where things went awry.
Oh my God. Okay.
As I'm stirring away at this soup
Yeah.
for what feels like minutes. I'm
It
stirring.
was minutes. It was like 2 minutes.
I'm stirring.
Yeah.
I'm stirring. I start thinking, oh no, I gotta say it. Mm-hmm. So I cleared my throat,
Yeah.
which was brave. Mm-hmm. Because you know how you get. And I said out loud, I don't think I'm in a soup mood anymore.
You're lucky that I'd already put the knife down by that point.
I just don't think I'm in a soup mood
You're
anymore.
going to tell me 2 hours deep into 6 servings of soup that you're not in a fucking soup mood.
I wasn't in a soup mood, and I had to be honest with you, and I had to be honest with me. I wasn't in a soup mood.
Yeah. And I said, that's fine. That's fine. I'm fine.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine.
You said, I'll have the soup.
I said, I'm still going to eat the soup. And I did, and it was delicious. I topped it with vegan cheese and some tempeh bacon and some fresh spring onions.
Which I cooked.
It was delicious. It was amazing.
The bacon that I cooked, but yeah, go on.
Yeah, and?
So it continued to make me like less and less hungry. But...
You were already not in a soup mood. And also, soup isn't bacon.
I'm not going to argue the...
Oh my god.
So I feel so pedantic at this point.
Oh my god. And you said... What did you say to me then? You said, soup doesn't really feel like a dinner to me. That's what you said. I was like, then why the fuck did you get me to make soup for dinner? Why?
I guess thinking back, yeah, I did for some reason say the words, soup doesn't really feel like a dinner to me. Yeah.
Soup? Vegetable soup doesn't feel like a dinner to you?
I was panicking. I needed to find my escape route.
Yeah.
So I said, and I don't mean it.
So you're going back on it.
I don't mean it.
Because it was an insane thing to say.
Because I have Amy's soup all the time for dinner.
Yeah, of course you do.
I say, soup doesn't really feel like a dinner to me. Mm-hmm. And you said, what does that mean?
Yep.
And I said, it just doesn't. It feels more like a lunch.
When do you even eat lunch?
My first meal is lunch. Because I always have my first meal at like 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
It doesn't really feel like a dinner to me. It feels like a lunch.
Okay. So it's like, and you're like, I'll have it for lunch tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. And end of story, it was delicious.
Okay, well, let's just tell the people. It's been, how many days has it been? 4 days? 5 days?
According to you, only 2. Probably only at 2 days.
No. It's been 4 or 5 days.
Okay.
How much of the soup have you eaten?
I've not even tried it.
Ah!
I've not even had a spoonful.
He hasn't even had a fucking spoonful to just
because it's
try
too late
the
now.
Soup. Just try the
It's
fucking
old soup. It's been in the fridge for a week.
I hate you.
Oh no.
Just so annoying.
I have a ring on my finger that says otherwise.
You got me to cook so much, even though against my better judgment, because I was like, I don't want to just try new food because you're kind of funny with trying new foods, and you were like, no, make it. And I was like, well, okay, well, I'm only going to make half the amount. You said, no, make double the amount. Make a feast.
Yeah.
For dinner. And then I've been left to eat all this fucking soup by myself.
I want everyone to take note that I am being punished.
Yeah.
For having a glimmering moment of courage where I thought that I could try a new food. That I could eat a soup that wasn't Amy's. If I'm being honest with you, if I'm being honest with myself, if I'm being honest with all the listeners, when you originally said, I really want soup.
Yeah.
I did really want soup right then. But I didn't want thick soup. I didn't want creamy soup.
Okay, but it was a potato soup that I was making.
I like a potato soup that's watery.
That doesn't make any sense.
I like a potato soup that isn't a clear broth.
You like a boiled potato left in the water is what you like.
That's not what I said.
That is what that is.
That's what that is. Clear soup exists.
Oh
clear soup exists that has potato chunks in it.
No.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. This is where I draw the line. Yes, it does. Now you're lying. You're lying to everyone.
I'm not lying to everyone. I'm just saying that's in the minority of potato. If you look up potato soup.
I know that. But if you look up, let's just say like vegetable soup with vegetables in it, which potato isn't.
It very much depends what country you come from as well. In the UK, pretty much all soups are thick soups.
If you just look up vegetable soup, I wanted a vegetable soup, not a creamy potato soup.
Okay, I'm going to do it. Vegetable soup. But I said I'm making a potato soup.
You said vegetable.
This looks disgusting to me.
Let me see.
It's just chunks of vegetables. You're right.
Let me see. That's what I wanted.
A lot of the time it has pasta in it, which is really confusing.
Sometimes it has pasta. Or sometimes even better, rice.
That's so fucked up.
It's delicious. That's what
if I look up vegetable soup UK, It's all thick.
When you think of soup that heals you, when you think of soup that you eat when you're sick, do you think of a creamy, cheesy bacon potato
no,
soup?
but first of all, we weren't sick. It wasn't for that.
Beside the point.
It was just
That's beside
for
the
dinner.
Point. When you think of comforting, good soup that makes people feel better, you're thinking of the soup I just described.
No, I'm not.
You're thinking of that soup.
I'm not.
What are you thinking of? Creamy soup?
Well, just a vegetable soup.
A vegetable soup that's
a thick one.
Like a potato leek creamy soup.
But but not necessarily any vegetable soup. In the UK, soups are creamy. That's just how they are. They're blended.
Not here.
They're blended.
No.
There's not just chunks of stuff in a water.
I love chunks of stuff in a water.
Well, then you can make the fucking soup next time.
Then I will make this. I wanted to make the soup.
No, you didn't.
I didn't. I was busy. I was busy. So it's true. A bit of a social faux pas I had. I was feeling brave. I told you to make double.
And you told me, and then you told me soup isn't really. It doesn't feel like a dinner.
Another weird moment in my. I was scared. I don't know why I said that. And now, there's just probably like 2 or 3 servings left.
There's like 1 serving left.
You think so?
Yeah, and I'll have it.
Isn't it bad by now?
No, it's fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Huh. Because I've been like opening the lid a bunch and really smelling it close. Introducing a bunch of new like outside bacteria into it for a long time now.
Letting Pretty Cat have a lick.
Yeah, I put a can in there earlier and then took it out.
Shut up. I'll probably finish it.
Our poor writer is like, this doesn't help me.
Okay, listen, here's how you make a soup. Okay, you do some garlic, you do some onions. Those are your aromatics. Mm-hmm. You put them in the pot 1st. Mm-hmm. You wait till the onion, not too high, don't burn your onion. Do it lower than you think is necessary until it goes translucent. Because if you burn your onion, you're going to have burnt onion taste throughout the whole soup.
We call this sweating the onion.
You sweat the onion, not try and burn the onion. You want it to go translucent. When it's about translucent color, you put in like your kind of stock vegetables, which is like a cut up carrot, usually a celery. You can put potato in it if you want. Put any vegetable in it, but you put your carrot and celery in it first because they take the longest to cook. Put them in for about 10 minutes. Then add any softer vegetables like an aubergine, a courgette, a leek, a potato, whatever you like, a swede. Put some stock in it, like some liquid stock or broth.
And you're done.
And then you just leave it to cook.
Yeah.
And that's how you make a soup. You can't really overcook a soup.
But then where do they blend it, like you just said?
Well, it depends what vegetables are in it.
I'm saying leave it at that.
A lot of the time, if you just let the stuff cook for long enough, then it just becomes thick, with all the like vegetable starches and stuff.
And it's good, and it's very good.
I don't really know how you keep it clear. To be honest with you, you must have to keep adding water. I don't know.
No, not really. But we're thinking more of a stew now, aren't we?
Don't get me into this debate again.
Yeah, a stew is something different.
I'm not getting into the stew argument with you.
Here's what I have to say to the listener.
Yeah. It's very easy to make a soup.
It is very easy to make a soup. And when we look at Amy's soups.
Yeah.
And this is also true to their frozen stuff. I happen to be on a trajectory where I'm actually gaining weight and I'm like, I'm happy here.
Yeah.
But their soups I stopped eating a long time ago.
You did actually a couple years ago, yeah.
They just don't hit the right spot anymore.
They're very salty.
That's what I was going to say. They're very salty. And
yet you have the need to add more salt somehow.
When you look at like the lentil soup in the black can, it's a cool can. It's all black. Mm-hmm. It's neat. But when you actually read the label, an entire can of soup has so much fucking salt in it. And this is true with like most like canned food and canned soups and stuff like that. I guess it's just fucking preservative and taste, Yeah. How do I make it taste like good soup when it comes from a can? Mm-hmm. It's a lot of fucking sodium.
Yeah.
You can make better soup from home that tastes more fresh and earthy and robust. You can control what goes in it. And you can add half of the amount of salt and it tastes even more salty because it hasn't been canned,
Yeah. And you can, for the literally like the price that it would cost you to buy a can of Amy's is sometimes like $2-3.
Oh yes. Oh,
Yeah.
I've paid up to like
You can literally
$5
make
for
an
a can of
entire
soup.
pot for that because vegetables are so cheap.
Yes.
Yeah, vegetables are so cheap. Just buy some vegetables, buy some stock or broth.
Mm-hmm.
I like a stock cube because you just use the cube and like you don't have to open up a thing of broth and then have it go bad because you didn't use all the broth. Yeah, just make your own. It's very, very, very cheap. Super cheap to make your own stuff. And it will keep in the fridge for like, well, mine's currently in there at day 5. So there you go.
Which is it? Like it's gone for sure.
No, it's fine.
It's turned.
But I do want to eat it today. I'm not going to eat it tomorrow. I'd like to eat it today.
Today's the last day?
Yeah, probably.
Say it won't last a week.
I would say eat it under a week probably, but I don't know.
For sure.
Yeah, I would
sure.
go under a week for sure.
On some products that we buy, I don't understand that it'll just be like an entire package of vegan cheese. Yeah. And they're like, please eat within like 3 hours of opening this fucking thing. And I'm like, how? They're always just like, consume within 3 days. And 3 days, 3 to 5. And I was like, that's still really nothing. It's a whole pack of cheese.
Yeah. But it doesn't mean that it's bad after that point.
I know.
They're just covering their own bags.
But I'm a hypochondriac.
Yeah.
And I don't want, like, even if something, God, if something is even near the date, even though I just watched an entire documentary with Brooke that, like, proved over and over again why that's bullshit.
The date?
Yeah. It's non-regulated. They're just trying to save their own asses. It's well before. The only thing, I think it's like baby food or something is the only thing that actually has, like, a legal.
Has to have a date on it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And everything else, they're just wasting food. They're throwing it away. And then the difference between a sell by and an eat by and an expiration date, where expiration dates don't really exist. And I'm still just like, I don't know. I don't know about this.
Yeah. You gotta trust your own judgment in your own heart.
As a kid, I used to lick rocks outside.
You've told me that you know what an ant tastes like.
Of course I know what an ant tastes like.
I don't.
Those fiery little things.
Spicy, peppery little buggers.
Yeah, they're super peppery. They're a delicacy. I've eaten ants so many times.
A few ants in your soup.
Yeah, oh my god. If there was like some apocalyptic type shit, ants would
make a seasoning.
Ants would be a delicacy, yeah.
I bet they have been somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to do that as a kid. Just play in the dirt and lick my fingers.
Yeah.
Just eat leaves. Just try a plant. We used to just walk home from school and kids would just be like, oh, this is sour flour.
Oh, yeah.
And then we'd just chew on it. And it was sour.
If something's really sour, I feel like maybe that's a sign that you shouldn't eat it.
That's definitely like an evolutionary thing of the plant to like not get eaten.
Yeah.
But like they have just like third graders eating them now just for fun because it's not quite sour. Like I was like, it's a good thing. It's sour. It tastes, and I still remember exactly how it tastes. It was kind of nice. Yeah, it was kind of nice. And I every day would just walk home from school and be like, I think that thing growing in between the cracks in the sidewalk is a sour flower, and now I'm going to chew on it. I don't know if it's been sprayed recently. I don't know if it's
just pesticides all over it. Car exhaust fumes have been going past it for years. Yeah.
And now I'm just like, well, I know this tub of spinach that we bought has been triple washed, and it says that you don't need to wash it, but I'm still gonna wash it. Yeah. But not even in my sink, but like in the thing I installed next to it. That's actually just like a water purifier. It's
the filtered,
exactly,
filtered water tap.
Exactly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna clean it with filtered water because I don't think they did it with like filtered water. I think they did it with toilet water. I'm just assuming they did it with toilet water.
Oh, you poor thing.
I know.
Yeah.
You think I should change?
Nah.
You think I should start doing the whole sour flower shit again?
Ooh, maybe.
I think that might be kind of okay.
Yeah. I love eating plants from the ground. Sorry, Mitch is getting a text.
Just making sure that there's a cat at the door. Oh god, my phone's at 2%.
Who is it? Is it Noah?
I think it was a bug.
Oh, there's a bug at the door.
Yeah.
Gotta go let him in.
Yeah, it was just a straight up like a ladybug.
Really strong ladybug.
How?
My favorite thing about the security cameras is sometimes we'll get a notification and I'll see and it'll just be like a really large bee buzzing in front of the camera.
Or a hummingbird.
A horrifyingly large bee.
Uh-huh.
Ah!
You think that it's just like huge. You think it's just like the size of a dog, and you're like, oh no, it's just close up.
It's just close.
Yeah, it's just really close up. I thought it was at the door, hovering the size of a medium dog. Yeah, that's terrifying. And why did you come to the door? How did you know?
Well, I was excited. Okay. Our advice is make your own soup.
Yeah, really vague advice.
It's a bit... Okay, I know what you...
I feel like you picked this question just to talk about the soup, so we don't really have any, like, pure advice for them.
Also, so we can state our stance on union busting, I suppose.
Oh, yeah. It's bad, and I won't buy Amy's.
It's bad, and we won't buy Amy's. But, I know what you're thinking. You're like, okay, I asked for something easy, and now you're telling me to make a soup. It's hard when you make the soup. Sure, it's not that hard. It just takes, like, an hour. But then, after that, the soup is made, and you just heat it up and you eat it, and then it's there. And it's good and cheap.
Yeah. It's good, it's cheap, and if you just invest a little bit of time into doing it, you'll have like multiple servings.
If you're me, you'll have 6 servings all to yourself.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, perfect. Great. Next question.
Yeah. You want me to read it?
We didn't agree who was going to read the questions. We just kind of started doing them.
I just started reading them.
Yeah, I mean, you've read both of them. Do you want to also read the last one? It's up to you.
I don't know. I'll ask the Discord what they want.
No.
Okay.
Just tell me.
You do it.
Okay. People haven't heard my voice in like 2 weeks, so...
And our ratings have actually been through the roof.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Alright. This one is called I'm Worried About My Partner. And it goes like this. To whom it may concern, as long as the only ones concerned are Mitchell and Bilchel. Thank you. That is us, the only ones on the podcast this week. I have a bit of a pickle predicament I'm hoping you'll be able to help with. Me, 21F, and my partner, 21M, have been together for a bit over a year and friends for 20 years. Our parents were close friends and our mothers were pregnant at the same time. He's currently working with his grandfather in their free time to renovate the said grandfather's old home, where we both plan on moving into the coming months. And I'm absolutely tickle pink to be moving in with this perfect, handsome, sweet, and amazing piece of ass. He has only one very shameful con that nearly outweighs his mile-long pros list. His interior decor taste is that of a sticky white frat boy. His idea of wall art is a full-wall American flag made of the empty red, white, and blue beer boxes he's acquired.
Fuck.
That's not the worst of it, but that piece definitely encapsulates the direction he's going for decor-wise, whereas I'm a bit different, having some sense of actual taste, and tend to lean more towards style that doesn't make you want to instinctively cover your drinks.
Stop it right there. That's like one of my favorite lines that we've ever gotten in an email. That blows my mind.
I tend to lean more towards a style that doesn't make you want to instinctively cover your drink. I know exactly what you mean by that, and it's so fucking funny.
You are a poet. That is so fucking good.
So astute and funny. Oh my god. Okay, carrying on. I've ignored the inevitable issue for as long as I could, but the house is nearly done and we're meant to go look at paint samples next week, but guys, he wants to paint it all black, all of it, and then white floors? It's worth mentioning that this home is in the middle of the woods, yards away from a decent-sized creek, bottom of the valley, aka a Shrek-approved swamp hole. I've told him countless times that not only does having such a monotone palette make it nearly impossible to keep clean looking, but it's also butt fugly. I love him immensely and it's an extremely healthy relationship. I'm as pleased as punch that our biggest issue is simply a taste difference. So, to clarify my cucumber conundrum, how do I go about dealing with his awful ailment while making our future home somewhat decent looking when our tastes have very little to no middle ground? Below, I've attached an immaculate visual representation to help illustrate the issue. As lesser artists, I expect you to resist the jealous rage my skills will surely bring out. And then so sadly, the image doesn't load.
We can't see the image.
We can't see the image.
I've tried it on multiple browsers.
Yeah.
We can't see the pictures in these emails, and I want to see them so bad.
I want to see it so badly, but we cannot see it. P.S. I found your podcast on accident. Wow.
Very good.
And started listening without knowing either of you through your R. I just assumed you were another cute couple with a microphone. We're a cute couple with many microphones, I'll have you know. I immediately fell in love with both of your personalities. I can't begin to explain how lovely it is to go about my activities and feel as if I'm overhearing a front porch conversation. My favourite part of the week is turning on your podcast as I do my weekly tank cleaning for my snails. Those gorgeous little gastropods perk up whenever they hear that beautiful intro by Slow Smog. Since listening, I've followed both your socials and feel sincere pride whenever I see the art you two produce. I have so much love for both of y'all, not in a creepy way, you guys are kinda old, no offense, and wish the two of you nothing but happiness in everything that you do. PPS, below is yet another picture, which again we can't see, of your biggest and slimiest fan coming out of his cavern for the first time in 3 days.
I want a snail pic so bad.
Minutes after I started playing the show. Thanks for giving me and the slime tribe something to bond over. PPPS, any chance you want to pick a name for my next snail? Sent from your mom's bedroom. Hey.
We haven't had one of these this episode. Please give us a round of applause for such an all-star email. That was good. I'm imagining the snail.
I'm imagining
the decor.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Okay.
What order? Wait. Okay. Do you want to pick a name for the next snail first, just to get that out of the way?
Benson.
Benson.
There we go.
That's a great one.
Benson's
really, really good.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Your boy.
Yeah.
Your man.
Your guy.
Your guy.
Yeah. First of all, so funny that you're both 21.
No.
You're 21. You've been friends for 20 years. What happened the first year?
They had kind of like a Rugrats style
kind of, yeah, rivalry.
Exactly.
Yeah, between what's the name of the little baby that gets born?
Dill.
Yeah.
Ask me any Rugrats question, I'll fucking nail it.
Okay, what's the name of the main guy? Tommy?
Yes.
Yeah, Tommy and Pickles.
Pickles. Whoa. Anyway, yeah,
Crazy.
Dill sucks. Dill sucked. He marked the major downfall of the season, and then Kimmy came in, dead.
Yeah, it's true. Mm-hmm. Anyway, I think what they mean is they've been friends for 20 years and then dating for 1 year, but it made it sound like you've been on good terms for 20 years.
Yeah.
And for the first year, you had a baby rivalry.
Yeah. We're 21, friends for 20 years.
Yeah.
Also, no, you weren't. Well, hold on. Does it actually say friends for 20 years?
Yeah.
Friends for 20 years. There we go. Mm-hmm. That's cute and all, but yeah, your parents have been friends for years and years and years.
Yeah.
You were born.
Yeah.
You were then born.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you don't snap into consciousness till about 3, right?
I don't know. Sometimes when little babies have like a little play date, you're like, oh yeah,
true.
they're friends.
That's true.
Yeah.
But only because you made them friends.
Yeah, you forced them to be friends.
Yeah, even if they fought the whole time, like, oh, they're friends. Because we're friends, and we're drinking, and we're hanging out, and our kids are
here
playing in traffic. Yeah.
I thought you were going to say playing in trash, but playing in traffic's even worse.
That's cool, though. So, and also, they've only been dating for a year.
And they're moving in.
That's a long time coming.
It is.
Know someone your whole life, and then suddenly...
Yeah, and you just when you hit adulthood, you're like, let's be together.
Fuck it. It's you. It's always been you.
Oh, that is a romance movie right there. What the fuck?
Unfortunately...
That's crazy.
He's a little frat boy.
Unfortunately, that beer crate shit you described to us is one of the worst things I've ever heard in my life.
It's just so bad.
It was bad enough that you said, like, full wall American flag. At that point in the sentence, I was already like, ew.
Probably leave.
But then it's made out of beer crates.
Yeah.
That he's collected. That are red, white, and blue.
But, okay, how about this? I'm not going to stick up for... men. But when we're young, we I think the goal, because he's 21, right?
Yeah.
When we're young, the goal is that eventually you grow out of that and you aren't like a 40-year-old that wants to go whoa 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 in your man cave.
Yeah.
With a bunch of other dudes while you drink beer and kind of because God, my God. But when I was check this out. When I was like 15, 16 years old, right? I wanted more than anything. I like talked to my mom about it and everything.
Yeah.
I was like, I want everything in my room to be black. I want to paint the walls black. I want to paint the ceilings black. I want to have all black furniture. I want it all to be black.
Yeah.
Because my brain was actually underdeveloped and quite small.
Yeah, the size of a walnut. I did the same thing when I was, guess how old I was when I wanted everything painted black?
16.
3.
Oh. I wasn't expecting that.
I was 3, and I can get my mom to verify that. Yeah.
You were 3 years old and you wanted everything painted black?
I think I was going through something. We just moved countries to go live in Ireland, and I was and Callum had just been born, and I think I was having a little bit of an identity crisis. And my mom was like, "What color do you want your new bedroom to be?" And I was like, "Black." And she was like, "Okay, yellow then."
Yeah.
She didn't do it, but I threw a big tantrum because I wanted it all to be painted black.
Wow.
Then when I was a teenager again at like 14 years old, I was like, I want to paint it black because I'm goth now. And she's dark purple.
Oh, God. Very MySpace.
It's a goth color, yeah.
At the time, yeah. It's very, I mean, it still is, but God, what a color.
Yeah.
But it's so perfect for that era.
She made a good choice. She made a good choice. Thanks, Mom.
She's like dark purple.
Yeah.
And some checkers. Some checker print, but only a little.
Yeah.
So yeah, I and also as a teenager, like I still
did you get yours to be painted black?
Fuck no.
No, you weren't allowed.
No, she was maybe, and then no, fuck no.
What did you get instead?
We didn't even do it.
Oh, you didn't do anything. You just left it.
I think it wasn't even like we were going to paint a room. I was like, Mom, new vision, black everything. It's not enough. I'm dyeing my hair black. I want to dye the sheets black.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah,
everything black.
And obviously, from a design perspective,
terrible.
It's fucking ugly as hell.
Oh yeah, I really want the walls to feel imposing.
Yeah.
Close. Yeah.
I have to sleep here.
I want the room to feel as small as possible.
You can make something look fucking any way that you want, but when you're just approaching it with absolutely no design. Not even background, but for with no eye for design at all.
Yeah.
You're just saying shit.
Why is the floor white?
Yeah.
I can't think of a worse color for a floor than white.
Here's an idea. Before all of this happens, I'm assuming you have Animal Crossing. Who does not? Right? I want you to just like set up a room in Animal Crossing or like The Sims or something, right?
Yeah.
I'm assuming you're a gamer to some extent. And just make everything fucking black with white floors. And I want you to walk in there and say, now, doesn't this look like shit? Now, doesn't this look like dog shit? Now, here, I'm going to take you to another room, which is a contemporary sort of a rustic farmhouse.
Oh,
yeah. Now, this is livable. This is the all black thing it's not even a frat house thing. It's just a
bad idea.
But at the same time, listen, when I was younger than 21, but not by much, right? 18, 17. I had, this isn't the same thing, but hung on my wall, and I still have it now. Hung on my wall was a big American flag, but all the stars were in the shape of a peace sign.
Oh.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
Obviously, that sucks. Obviously, it's a bit cringe.
It's pretty bad.
It's lame. And I didn't even really think it was cool at the time. I just had it.
You're 17. You gotta put something on your wall. There's just something in your brain that makes you have to put things on your wall.
It's gotta have stuff on the walls.
No matter what it is, you find something, you're like, I gotta put it on the wall.
It's gotta go on the wall now. So that's what I had. So it was a big American flag in my room with a little peace sign, quite a large peace sign. It was like a full size flag
pretty
too.
Bad.
And I still have it now.
Yeah.
I still have it to this day.
Not hung up.
Not hung up. No, it's like folded up in the garage under something.
It's military style
folded up. Yeah. And I'm gonna burn it one day. But I'm still it's in my possession still.
Yeah.
You know, in design shows, and this is nothing, because I feel confident saying this.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool that they're moving in because they have so much background, knowing each other, their parents knowing each other, all
Yeah.
that, and they're a year into dating each other, especially at this age.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite a long time, right?
Yeah, but they've also
sorry,
known
yeah.
each other literally their whole lives. So
That's what I just said.
yeah.
Sorry, I just said that.
I just fucking said
Yeah,
that.
just
I don't
fucking-
know if you're like listening
Sorry,
to
were you like
me.
thinking about who's on your phone? Who are you texting? You smiled when you got a text just now.
I'll have you know it was Brooke tweeting selfie.
Oh,
Yeah.
now there's a smile worth sharing. In design shows,
Mm-hmm.
what we'll always see in like House Hunters or Property Brothers or something,
Yeah.
the married couple that's full blown, like been married for years, married together,
Yeah.
like what we just started doing, married for years,
Yeah.
and they butt heads so much on design shit. They fully go into buying a house, like taking a loan out from the bank,
Yeah.
buying a house together.
Yeah.
And then they're trying to like clash two styles together because they're like, I really don't want this. Can we just do no? No. This is a deal breaker. I don't want that. They don't agree so much on design.
One of them always wants like a minimalist, modernist
Yes,
kind of home, and then the other one wants just like a traditional Spanish style home.
Yeah.
What's crazy to me about those shows though is that like they'll argue about buying a house down to like the wife will be like, well, we need 4 bedrooms because we're gonna have 3 children, and the husband's like,
Nope.
no, we're not.
Yeah.
He's like, you should have discussed this
Yeah,
beforehand.
I feel like this is an issue before you get the Property Brothers involved, you know?
Yeah. Now the poor property brothers have to like marriage counsel you. Yeah.
Yeah. There will be a thing that's just like, well, I need a space for my whatever collection. And she's just like, I've always hated that about you. And I was hoping we'd
planning
get
to
it.
lose that in the move.
Yeah,
I actually gave the movers like $100 to lose that box.
And I'm like, how the fuck are these people married? You know? So the hope, right, is to not grow into one of those couples.
Yeah.
And that starts, and this is the most valuable thing you can do at a young age,
Yeah.
is to change this man.
I can change him.
You can fix him.
Maybe.
You can make him better. I think you just need to watch a lot of HGTV with him.
That's a good start. But
Because-
they're picking out paint next week. Next week.
You got a marathon. You got a marathon House Hunters International, like tonight. Fuck. You have to. What do you do in that? You emailed us too late. That's the issue.
That's the issue.
This needs a full.
At minimum, here's the easiest compromise I can think of. Just swap those two. Like, white walls, black floor. That's better. A black
you
floor
go.
is still not preferable because it's still going to show a lot of dirt on it.
Right.
But you'll at least have white walls. That can look kind of good.
If you
I
have,
like a white wall.
If you have black floor, white walls, then at least I can start imagining stuff on the walls.
Stuff on the walls, yeah.
Rug on the floor.
Yeah.
The right type of furniture.
Uh-huh.
Black walls,
If
white floor.
if he wants like a monochromatic thing, do it that way around. If he wants it to be just very stark, then do it that way around at least.
Maybe you can walk around whatever paint store that you are with him. Also, what does his grandfather think about all this?
I don't know.
This is his home. This is you guys are
Well,
about
it's
to meet
his old home.
his old home.
Yeah.
Still, he's like, hey, Grandpa, I know you built this house with your bare hands. Probably. That's like what a bunch of old people do. How do you feel about me painting the windows black? Slathering paint all over everything, including the furniture, the lamps that are in the room.
Yeah. It's going to really spray down the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just do that thing that landlords do so you can't like open the windows anymore.
Yeah, paint. Make sure you paint over all the light switches and outlets
Exactly.
as well.
Right, landlords love doing that so
I
much.
don't know. It's so fucked up.
Outlet, no problem. It's like, just paint around it, dude. Put a little tape. Like one little, my God.
No.
Maybe someone in the paint store will say, "Oh, you know what? I think personally, I think that paint stores should work like tattoo shops, and they should like butt in sometimes and just be like, ooh, tattoo on the hands. I'm not doing it personally. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're buying like excessive amounts of black paint, they went, what?
Hold on.
This better be for photographic darkroom.
Yeah.
What do you need this much black paint
for? What is this for? Oh, we're doing all the walls in this room with white. Sorry.
Sorry, can't
Give it
sell
over
it to
here.
you.
Actually, you have to be over the age of like 26 to buy paint. to buy this much black paint at once. Because I'm afraid if you're too young, you're going to want to paint everything black. Mm-hmm. And it's not going to look good. I mean,
also from a decorator point of view, my dad was a decorator my whole life. I worked with him quite a lot. Mm-hmm. You're not going to like the black after like a year or two, and you're going to have to paint over it.
Painting over black
is so fucking hard. Any dark and bright color is hard, but fucking black, you're going to have to do like fucking 6 coats to cover that up. That's going to be hard to cover up. So consider that also. It's not just like if you're going, if you're going from cream to a kind of pale green color, that's fine. Okay. Black, you're going to have to spend a fucking week painting and painting and painting over
and over. And then if you do the whole room, I think the whole room is what kills me. Let's say matte black as an accent wall.
Oh, one wall. A feature wall.
Matte black accent wall.
Yeah, you
Boom.
can do that.
And then you can put a bunch of like stuff on the walls. You can put a bunch of like cool frames and bunch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom.
One wall.
Accent.
That would be a good compromise also. Yeah. Whole room, no way.
No way. White floor, no way.
White floor, no way.
So,
unless you have a big area rug covering the whole thing.
Yeah. One so big it looks like it's carpeted.
Yeah.
You can just see it. And then even then, on the outside, you see a little bit of white peeking through. Ugh! Come on, that looks like shit.
It was like, do you have a white floor?
Yeah, we do. Okay, how about this? Mm-hmm. Especially if you're just like painting wood and stuff. They're pretty good.
I don't mind a whitewashed wood floor, I will say that. But I'm imagining just a white floor.
Look at what he's doing. Pretty Cat's just rubbing all over my microphone. Go away.
Why would you do this? Why would you come?
He picked right now to just be like, I need attention right now. Something bad happened. Started feeling down on himself.
Oh.
Hey, sit. Sit. I tried to teach him to sit last week.
Did it work?
No, obviously not.
Obviously not.
Hey.
He's still just rubbing his head on the microphone.
Sit. Sit. Oh my god. Sit.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You're so bad at this, Pretty Cat.
Hey, sit. He's like halfway there. Like, it's so annoying.
He's crouching.
Okay, then stand over here, please. Stand over there. There you go. Go bother Billy, who's allergic to you.
Yeah, great. Oh, he's
just
rubbing on
your microphone. What does he want?
What do you do?
Okay, I might have to kick him out. Hey, bud, come on. We're going to go over here. There we go, right on the floor.
Oh my god.
See ya.
That's a great suggestion. It's just an accent wall. Let him do one accent wall maybe to keep him happy. But I'm telling you, that one accent wall is going to be a bitch to paint over in a couple of years.
At least it's just the one wall. At least it's just the one wall.
Yeah.
I think personally that this person's fucked. You can't this is his grandpa's house. It's much more his thing than hers. Mm-hmm. And he's too young. He's going to make these decisions to just turn the house into a frat house. Mm. And that means like beer shit on the walls. That means poor design choices. That means white floors. That means a bunch of stuff like that.
Oh boy. It's
bad.
Now, will the floor-to-ceiling American flag beer montage be on the black wall? What's better? Would that cover up entirely the black? I don't know. That's bad.
It's the black walls, though.
That I would just accidentally spill kerosene on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oopsie.
Yeah. I don't know what you can do about that. That's just real bad to me. Speaking of interior design choices, we did some cool stuff when I got back from Seattle. We rejigged a few things. Actually, Alex is our housemate is away, and he's gonna come back to the house and be like, "Why are there giant ICP posters everywhere?"
Yeah, there used to be one in my office. Now it's hanging like on the stairs.
There used to be one ICP poster in your office. We now have 3 giant ICP posters in the house.
Yeah.
And I made actually you hung one in in like the main kind of entrance area of the house just to like see how it was hanging, and I was like, leave it there.
Yeah, because I was concerned about the frame. I was like,
Yeah.
Is this frame good? I feel like it's not very good for this poster, and I hung it there to kind of look at it on a flat wall.
And I was
you're
like, hear me out. That rules.
leave it.
Yeah.
That giant framed ICP poster in like the main
old,
part
like,
of the house.
90s ICP poster in the main part of the house that you first walk in it.
Framed.
That rules.
It kicks ass.
So hard. And then we put another one next to it.
Yeah. Yeah, so now there's another one in the hallway. You could see them both at once from where you're standing. There's like one, and then there's one on a wall kind of behind it. It kicks so much ass. And then there's just a replacement ICP poster in my office.
Yeah, because you had a third one.
Yeah, I buy them in threes. Of course I do.
It rules. It looks so good. And that, you said, you were like, thank you for letting me do that. And I was like, first of all, it's your house. Secondly, I genuinely think it looks fucking sick.
Yeah, but now that we're like married, like, and I feel like almost like I'm in my 30s now.
Yeah.
So it does feel like a choice because, you know, the people that we have over aren't just like, you know, friends that are partying and stuff. It's like, you know, we had dinner with Jordan's parents.
Yeah.
And, you know, people like that I feel like are going to be like, this is lame. But I think we did it in a way that's actually quite cool.
It's very balanced though, because our house doesn't necessarily look like a juggalo house.
No,
you know, we've got lots of stuff on the wall. I put up some more art on the walls actually.
It's really cool art too.
Some old, like, genuinely like from the 1880s, like copper plate pressings that my dad sent me as a wedding gift. Very nice. Of old engravings of places in London that we have in our front room now. They're very beautiful, very cool. But we've got lots of old art around. That, like, you know, we've got a huge oil painting in the front room. We've got, you know, our house doesn't look like a juggalo house, you know? Whatever that may look like.
I'm assuming worse than this. Probably. Hopefully worse than this.
And I think having just, like, you know, something that you're genuinely very passionate about, and having it like it's framed in a good place and it's in a frame. It's not just like a poster blue tacked to the wall like you're a teenager, you know. It's cool. It's from the 90s, you know. I think it looks really, really sick. I think it looks amazing. I think you can put an appropriate amount of like ridiculous things up that you actually really, really love, and still have the house look like cool and balanced and like normal, you know.
Yeah,
not normal, but good.
And I'll stand by stuff like that. Like when sometimes I'll have this thing where like a new friend is over. They're over for like, you know, the first time, and they're looking through my records in the living room, you know. So they're kind of looking through the records, and then they kind of hit a point where they're like, you have a lot of Insane Clown Posse records.
Yeah.
And you know, on multiple occasions we're talking and they're flipping through records, and then they're like, are you a juggalo? And I love that. Yeah. I love when people are just like, you're a juggalo? And I'm like, oh, yes.
Yes, I am.
Oh, yes. I am I'm a childhood juggalo, yes. I'm for my whole life, yeah.
Yeah.
And that does not change. And now people don't have to look through the records in order to say that, because as soon as you walk in the front door, you look to the right.
And there's Violent Joe.
On the wall going up the stairs. Yeah,
There are the clowns.
There were the clowns, boy, during the, I guess that's the Terror Wheel era.
Yeah. I think that's cool.
But again, I stand by that stuff because I can not that I would ever feel the need to defend it, because I think it's enough to just be like, I love them. I'm a huge fan.
Yeah. And
very inspiring, and I kind of based my like business model off of how they did everything in the early stages of their career. But when you look at like a big American flag with beer boxes, does that just say I'm into drinking and America?
Are those the things you're passionate about? Yeah.
Because
to be dedicating such a large wall space to them?
Because if so, everyone's allowed to be their own person, but at the same time, I think it's a little whack, you know? And I think the listener might as well.
Yeah. I mean, for sure they do. That's how they described it in such a fucking funny way. Yeah. I think the key here is accent walls. The key here is also just not having that teenage attitude that we talked about where it's just like, I gotta put everything on my wall, or you know, you just got that brain bug that's like on the wall, on the wall, on the wall, even if it sucks, because I gotta put stuff on the walls because that's how I know that the space is mine, you know. And be like, hey buddy, calm down, the whole house is yours. You don't have to just put whatever, put stuff that you're genuinely passionate about and love on the walls. And but I mean, maybe it is beer in America.
Yeah, why not?
In which case, I don't know. You're just gonna have to tame him in a little bit.
Yeah.
Or just embrace the man that you love. I don't know.
You could do that, but unfortunately, men when
I'd
they're
hate
young,
for you to
especially.
have to.
Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, because I think this is why it's like good that usually you have to like hit a certain point in your life to actually get the opportunity to like remodel, like paint stuff and put stuff, like, because normally when you want to do things like that, you have to ask for permission first, and then we get told no, and that's for the best. That's actually for the best. But I think this might actually result in the walls becoming black because it's its place. And that's a shame. But I think a good middle ground is like, accept the beer murals, accept the American flag beer murals, right? Accept them as they are, as long as they're going on a normal colored wall, a neutral, or even just like a better color, just not black. But you can't have both. I think if you're going to make these poor design choices, it's best to make them in like a place that you don't have the full freedom to like permanently fuck up, you know? Or at least, you know, fuck up to a point where it's just really inconvenient to get it back.
To change it back again.
Yeah. Because put up unframed posters, punch a hole in the wall. Who cares? You know, that's also kind of an easy fix. Compared to an all black room.
Yeah, that's gonna
white
take
floor.
days and days
It's
to
gonna
fix,
just
Whereas if it's stuff you're
place.
putting up on the wall, you just take it down again.
Right. Exactly. Maybe embrace and accept that things are just going on the walls. It's going to be poor design choices, but encourage that those design choices aren't so seemingly permanent, you know? Because that's horrible. And then in the meantime, hopefully the relationship progresses and you watch lots of HGTV and he starts to like identify his own design style, because my design style when I was younger was I just want to be different. And people have like we're already at we're the furthest point we've ever been in humanity. So many people before me have studied design. I have to look backwards and say, what do I like? I'm not going to be the person who says, I have an idea. It's all going to be black.
Yeah, every teenager's had that idea. That's not a different idea. Yeah.
And it's a terrible idea.
Yeah.
And people have done it.
Yeah.
I was not allowed. Billy was not allowed. But many people have been allowed.
I had friends who had all black rooms. Yeah.
They're awful.
Yeah.
They're terrible.
It's bad vibes. Makes your whole room look like a chalkboard.
It does.
Yeah, and then it inevitably gets used as a chalkboard.
As a chalkboard,
point.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What's the time on the thing? What is it?
Oh, we're over, baby.
What? How far?
Oh, so far.
What?
Yeah.
What is it?
1:17. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. This has been All This Pitch Between. My name is Mitch.
My name is Billy. Thank you for listening to this ridiculously long episode of our podcast. But I have fun talking to you.
I had fun as well.
We have fun around here.
We have fun.
Do you think we hold my hand? Do you think we have fun around here?
We're old, but we still know how to have fun sometimes.
On our couples
just you
podcast.
And I. God, your ring is cutting me.
It's sharp.
Yeah, it's not hard. Get that rock. Ow.
Yeah, it's sharp, yeah.
It's uncomfortable to hold your hand now.
Okay.
But I guess it hasn't felt right in the last 2 years.
Oh my fucking god.
If you like the episode and you think other people might also like the episode, please tell them about the podcast. We really appreciate that. We rely solely pretty much on you guys. I'd like just this last listener, so that I didn't know about your music. I didn't know about anything.
They found it on accident.
I stumbled across the podcast and I liked it so much. I know that other people will like it too if they also stumbled across it. They don't have to be a Flat Town fan. They don't have to be a Blossom stan, as we call them. From some of the Blossom boys.
Oh my god.
They don't have to be a Blossom boy in order to in order to like the podcast. I think they
Yeah.
just have to like podcasts and like us.
Yeah.
So if you like us and you think other people might as well, please tell them about the podcast wherever where podcasts are found. That's Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and our very own website. Our website is
allthespaceinbetween.com. And most importantly, if you have an email you'd like us to read, you'd like us to answer, you're in a pickle, a predicament, or a little pizza pie,
oh god.
please send us an email. We love to read them. We read through every email that we get, believe it or not. And we like to get new ones. Please send us an email at
All the space in between at gmail.com.
Yeah.
Is that it? Join our Discords. Patreon.com/flatsound, Patreon.com/BLSSM. And if you're a part of my Discord, if you join the Discord, also it's 17 and up, 18 and up for yours.
Yeah.
But if you join the Discord soon, please join us for game night. I'm excited to play some Rocket League. I loved golf with your friends.
Yeah.
We're Overcooked. We're doing some of
We're
that,
doing
right?
some Overcooked. We're going to do Splatoon. We're going to do Mario Kart.
We're going to do Mario Kart. The new courses are out.
Yeah.
I've never played Dead by Daylight, but I have it and I've never played it. Apparently that's cross-platform.
Yeah.
We're gonna do fun stuff. I'm going to be streaming. Please come and join us and say hi and introduce yourself channel. We hope to see you soon. New episodes every Monday.
Bye.
Bye-bye.